is Wheel of Community. Contestants answer challenges. Answer all 8 challenges correctly, and you win the title of All-America City! The city of Santa Rosa is here with a delegation at the National Civic League to demonstrate its citizen involvement in challenges that Santa Rosa has had over the past few years and how we've addressed these challenges. This is one of those programs that truly is based on the merit of your application and your presentation. It is a nationwide competitive process, and over 50, 60 cities throughout the United States apply for this. 20 then are designated as finalists, and then they make their presentations to a panel of 8 judges. And so the point is what citizens are doing for their community rather than relying totally on government to do it for them. Every community is so proud. They want to share everything that they can. We had the Civic Fair where there were booths from all 20 of the various cities that are competing as finalists. I guess if there's really one word that comes through, and that's pride, a sense of pride and a sense of love for community. You've landed on Sustain a Strong public art program. Now that's a challenge for you. Our program was takeoff of Wheel of Fortune. And so, of course, we had a large roulette wheel, and then we had a spokesperson from the community, each responding to one of those elements. After the presentation is made, the judges then have 10 minutes to ask you questions, and those questions are based upon the application as well as any questions that might flow from the presentation.
There's almost near riots with single-family celebrations. This past year, 10,000 people got together and had a wonderful celebration with no incidents. Again, it's that community-wide effort, bringing people together, not just government agencies, but also the nonprofits, community groups, businesses, and others to come in and work together to have a safe environment.
We've got over 25 major sculptures throughout the area, gorgeous benches in public spaces painted by our Art Start kids. All right, kids, you're all waving. Yeah. And lots of cultural events and performances. Well, I'm certainly not a professional writer, but I love to write. And what I have learned is that the creative process has its own timing. So we talked about things to do and how we would do it, and I was getting really nervous because I offered to write it. And all of a sudden, into my head pops Wheel of Fortune. And I thought, oh, it would be so fun to do the Wheel of Fortune.
Transform a lackluster downtown.
I go every day to after-school program.
I just took a character and I thought, well, I know who's going to be a community member who would do the vision. The only 2 that I actually tried to visualize a character were the 2 kids, the little girl who's just perfect. She's exactly what I visualized. And then the young boy from Double Punches.
The kids are awesome that are part of this presentation, how seriously they're taking it. So far we've gone to rehearsals and it's been interesting. I've had to learn a script, which I thought, piece of cake, not a big deal. Well, I'm still learning the script. and I'm also seeing other sectors of the community on what they're working with. The Art Start program, for one. The programs with Measure O that are available to the kids, and what it means and how it matters to these kids when they have this available.
You landed on Create Partnerships with Diverse Communities.
Wonderful. Here's my story. Cinco de Mayo in our city was a disaster. Our young people were getting shot, getting in trouble with the cops. It was a tragedy. Finally, we in the Latino community said, no mas, enough, that's it. We're not going to stand this anymore.
Remember, the jury knows nothing about who you are. You should say, I'm from this organization, this is what we do. For me, the passion was about making sure that the community knows what's going on and how great their local government is and their community. Doing these things that communicate to the citizens and help educate them about their own government, that it belongs to them, that it's the streets, that it's the police officers, that it's the firefighters, it's the paramedics that arrive, and the number of nonprofits in this community, the number of involved citizens, community groups, neighborhood groups, and there's a lot to be proud of, and this community's accomplished a lot. And all of the questions that were answered? Perfect. Perfect.
Then it turns and a part of the mural forms. And then eventually the entire mural becomes visible.
I really hope that the judges leave with some very key impressions, which are that this is a group of people who work very well together, because that's very, very true of our community. And I think the delegation that we're sending is well suited to conveying that. The cast of characters and the various roles that they're playing represent elements of the community that we're very blessed in Santa Rosa to have coming together, collaborating on major projects. And so if that can come through in the form of this little skit, this little spoof, that would be a home run.
This community implemented citizen oversight with public safety funding. This community stressed the value of arts and culture. This community came together to prevent and intervene with gang activities, the all-America city of Santa Rosa, California.
Thank you all. Thank you, Lee. We are so delighted. We worked so hard in dealing with really tough problems in the community, and what an honor it is to be recognized by a panel of peers, and what a great honor it is to have associated with such wonderful people as all of you.